Welcome, DN.
taking on the world. Welcome to another DNA taking on the world, and this is our first time back in a while, but we're gonna be trying to do this like once a week, maybe, hopefully. So we're going to be getting into about 3 different topics today. And our topics for DNA taking on the world from now on will be one of like the worldly, a topic that's going on in the world, like a featured story. Then we would go into our sports time, and then it'll be about us. And then we'll just discuss something that's going on with us. So tune in, because we're about to start the episode. So on to the first topic, the first featured story. I was reading, and it showed something about a cop in Nashville, Tennessee. He ended up getting shot by somebody while he was trying to arrest him or whatever. And I have some points written down that I just wanted to tell you guys the story. So there was an officer named Terrence McBride, and he received a call for a possible drug activity or like a robbery was being planned or something like that. So they went to the inn and they checked it out. There was a woman and she was acting kind of shifty, and they saw that there was drug activity obviously there. So they went in to check it out, and pretty much when they checked it out, they were going to the bathroom to check. Officer McBride was, and right when he went to the bathroom, he saw somebody sitting there, and he was like, "Put your hands up, or whatever." And the guy shot him straight in the shoulder with a 12-gauge shotgun. And so while he was doing that, they backed out. The officers backed out when they were shooting, firing back. And apparently when they got out the motel, they heard another shot. And apparently they sent a robot in to check it out. Now, before I continue the story, y'all knew that cops had robots? Because I didn't even know that. Like, for real, I'm all out of the loop, for real, because I didn't even know they had robots like that. Like, I knew, like, government stuff had all that fancy mumbo jumbo, but cops, I didn't know they was rolling with robots already. So that's just a little side note. But back to the story. So yeah, they sent their robot in, and then they came in a little bit later, and then they saw that the man was dead, and he had the 12-gauge shotgun clutched in his hand. So they said that it was apparently he killed himself over it. And the cop has been, it was a serious shot, imagine a 12-gauge shotgun just going through your shoulder. It was a serious shot, but they say he would make a full recovery and that everything was going to be all good. So definitely want to send prayers out to him and his family, and just thank the Lord that he's going to be okay, because he was just trying to do his job. He didn't need to get shot. And just pray that he'll be all right. We don't want to see harm brought upon our people, so for sure pray on that. And then I just want to give you guys kind of my outlook on it, but before I get my outlook on it, I'm going to turn it to Des. About that story I just shared.
Well, first, like you said, prayers out to him and his family. Thank God that he is going to be okay. But my opinion is, I think it is sad. Sad in the aspect of not only was there an injury to an officer that was really unnecessary, but also in the fact that he ended up killing himself. I think that's sad because it is selfish in a way, and not only is it selfish, but it's kind of like, this is like more of like a broader thing. It's kind of, people are out here like struggling to survive. They're fighting for their lives, and you have somebody that just ends theirs. And it's, I don't know. I think it, of course, he would have had to do time if he didn't do it, and it was kind of like karma for him. It's what was going to have to happen. But I just feel like, it was wrong, I guess, to do that. But I wasn't in his shoes. I didn't know what was going through his head. So that is just my opinion on the situation. And what is your opinion?
My opinion is, I'm going to bring it from two different perspectives. In the worldly sense of it, I would say, like, kind of more so thinking in his shoes, it's like, it's either death or life. But if you're alive, you're going to have to deal with the time, you have to deal with all that. And he obviously thought that that was too taxing on him, and that he just rather would end his life. So, it's hard for me to say I can understand, but I know exactly what he might have been thinking in that form of it. But if I think about it in my way, everybody knows that I believe in God, and that I'm all in for him, and that I truly believe that you have to think about, in that situation, what's next after that. You just end your life like that, so what's next? It's just over? It's just over, that's it? That's why it's kind of depressing when you see people go down that road of trying to do things like that, because, like, what is next for you in the world after that? Like, once you decide to end yourself, you don't have anything, and, like, it's just sad, you guys. So yeah, that's my outlook on that. I just think I personally think it was a bad decision. I think you should have just lived it out. I mean, you do the crime, you gotta do your time, and I don't think he should have killed himself, but I guess I can see it from his side of it. And the next topic is our sports section. Today I'm going to be talking about the Cowboys versus the Giants. The Cowboys lost versus the Giants 10-7. Now, a lot of people could be complaining about how boring the game is, and how they only scored 10 points at the highest, and it was a total of 17 points. But I think it's something exciting to be said about a game that can flip on any moment. If it was like 17-0, then I get that. But like 10-7, all it took was one field goal. All it took was one touchdown, and the game flipped. So, and the Cowboys had so many chances. I was watching it with Destiny while we were out eating, and I was just looking at them like, are you serious? Y'all can't get a field goal? Like, y'all can't tie the game up or nothing? Like, and then Des Bryant. Oh, let me talk about this, man. Okay, he's usually A1, but he was very unclutch. Let's just say that. His hands, how you gonna fumble, dude? Like, you just gonna fumble like that? For real? With the game on the line? Like, for real, though. Wow. Anyways, and then he couldn't catch the ball. Janoris Jenkins was all up in his stuff. Des Bryant, you're gonna have to take an L for that game, for real. Shout out to my mom. She was a mad Cowboy fan. She been rocking with her team. Her team usually is always good, but they always lose, So I can't really talk too much stuff this year, especially with my team, the Eagles. We not really rocking no more. In the beginning of the year, oh yeah, we was the best. But now, no comment. Anyways, let's talk about the bigger picture of this whole thing. The Giants have beaten the Cowboys twice. The Cowboys are 2 games above the Giants. They're tied for the best team in the league with the Patriots. Who was better? Cowboys, Giants. I need you guys to comment that in the comment section for everybody that gets down with the sports. I need you guys to let me know. Hit up that comment section and let me know. Or you can make a small video and reply to me. Just tag me in it. Whatever you guys want to do, let me know who you think. My personal opinion, you know, the Lakers beat the Warriors the last 2 years. Are the Lakers better than the Warriors? No. So if you use that type of logic in it, I would say that the Cowboys are better. There's a lot of teams that aren't better than the teams they beat, and they might just have their number. And head-to-heads, obviously the Giants are better. But when you look at the overall team of it, I honestly believe more in the Cowboys with Dak Prescott leading it. I believe in the Cowboys more than the Giants. With Tony Romo leading it, shoot, I believe in the Eagles more than the Cowboys. I'm just going to keep it real. Tony Romo, look, I'm about to contradict myself right now. Tony Romo got some skills, but he's a scrub. Okay, let me tell you why. Tony Romo is the most scrubbish, unclutched quarterback. I don't understand how somebody with so much talent can fail every single time. Like, I'm about to get into my Stephen A. Smith right now because, you know, I just really don't understand it. I don't understand. He is so disrespectful to the game because he is so talented, but he loses every time. Like, I've never seen nobody like him. Like, it's just a joke. But Cowboys fans, I know you guys are saying that Dak you trust, and I must say, him and Ezekiel Elliott and Dez Bryant and that monstrous offensive line you guys have is killing it. So congrats to you guys. We'll see what the future lies, and if you guys can get past the hump with Dak, and we'll see. It's about us, and it's going to be featuring my wife, Destiny Woodborn, and
with a capital W.
Anyways, it will be talking about her Avon today. And I just wanted to ask her a few questions, kind of interview her about Avon. And my first question is, how are you feeling about Avon right now? Like, how do you feel about what you're doing?
Well, I feel good about it. There was a point when I was just kind of like iffy, because it wasn't going as well as I had expected or like would have liked it to. But with the help of my husband, he helped motivated me back up. So I'm feeling good about it. It's kind of like, it's nice to get those refreshers every once in a while, because when you do something and you go so hard, and some of the times, you know, there's no like result coming out of it right away, like when you would like it to, it's kind of discouraging. But I'm thankful that I have my husband here because he helps keep me motivated, and I am feeling a lot better about it. So
okay, what made you want to do it?
Well, it's kind of a emotional question. Just because, one, I love the job that I do right now, which, if you guys do not know, it is PetSmart. But money-wise, I feel like I'm not getting paid what I am worth. And nothing against PetSmart. I absolutely love what I do there. It's just, I need more money. And to be able to help out, you know, with the house and bills and all that other kind of junk. But, and Avon is a great way for me to help gain more money. But not only that, I had made a promise to God and to my husband and to our son that I would become one of the best Avon sellers there is. And I can't go back on that because I would be letting God down, I'd be letting my husband down, and I would be letting my son down. And that is just something that I don't want to do. So I'm using it as motivation to, truck forward through the hard times. And if I am at a stump when it is a hard time, I do have my motivational man to help me stay uplifted. So that is why I am doing Avon. And not only that, I like to help people in whatever aspect, whether it's, we get to know each other on more of a personal level and them being my customers or not. I just like helping people and getting to know different people. So.
And that kind of leads into my last question. It's like, what do you plan on accomplishing with this? Like, what are your goals? What are things that you feel like will come from this?
Well, I want to accomplish, like I said, I want to be one of the best. And not only that, but I do want to build relationships because I used to be the type of person, and sometimes I still struggle with it with certain people. I don't like talking all the time, and I don't like, being super communicative or whatever. Communicative. And this is helping me with that. So what I want to get out of this is, like I said, not only being the best, one of the best, but I want to be able to, help myself out in the aspect of learning to expand my communication.
So we just touched on all the 3 topics, and
we hope you guys enjoyed our first DNA Taking on the World video back. And if you guys have any questions you want us to answer or have anything you want us to talk about, please let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like this video.
And if you ain't subscribed yet, tap that button for us.